sofa. It's just one more way for you to get energy now.
Oh, hey. Yep. It's time to break up with your sofa and get more active. So if I could give you one tip about how you exercise that would make you healthier, stronger, and give you better weight management results, would you give it a try? I'm Michelle Cederberg with your weekly Work-Life Recharge, here to help you up the ante with your exercise. Here's the thing about exercise. Most of us do it because we want results, not necessarily because we enjoy it. We want to look better, to feel better, to do better. But what's also true is that we're not always prepared to do what it takes, especially as we age. You want to know the one big thing that will make a big difference in your results? Intensity. How hard you work when you work out, how heavy you're breathing, how much you're pushing your muscles, how much it hurts when you're doing it, and because of that, how good it feels when you stop. Intensity. As we age, it's common to choose less intense forms of movement. We replace running with walking. We reach for lighter weights or stop doing weights altogether. We turn down the dial on the cardio machine. We don't push as hard or as long with movement of any sort. Now you might be saying, well, don't I get marks for effort? Yes, you do, but only if it's effort. No matter how old you are, your body will rise to the challenge of whatever you throw at it. If it's nothing, expect similar in return. Your body is an amazing piece of machinery that, unlike your vehicle or household appliances, gets better with use. So use it. And it's stronger than you think. Just ask my 83-year-old mother, who walks 3 times a week. She's the fastest in her much younger group. She attends CrossFit classes and chops her own wood. If she won't play the age card, then you shouldn't either. So how much is enough? It's an important question. I often say that regardless of age or fitness level, your goal is to consistently do more than what is normal for you. If your ultimate goal is long-term health, which is a darn good goal, Harvard Medical School guidelines suggest you should work in 15 to 30 minutes of intense to moderate physical activity per day. You can mix daily activities, formal workouts, and sports to reach that goal, so try not to get too overwhelmed and view it as a fun challenge. 15 minutes, people. I'm sure you spend more time than that every day on your devices. Now, all of this is, of course, assuming that you are currently injury-free and not struggling with health concerns that may impact your ability to push yourself. So if in doubt, always check with your doctor. If you're new to exercise, start small and gradually work your way up. And remember that not all movement is created equal. There's popular how much is enough wisdom out there that's 100% accurate, but could be giving you a false sense of exercise security. The first is the Canadian Physical Activity Guidelines for adults. It says we should be moving for 150 minutes a week. But what most people overlook is that the movement should be moderate to vigorous aerobic activity. Moderate to vigorous, in bouts of 10 minutes or more. Heart rate up, heavy breathing, breaking a sweat. It's not enough to go for a leisurely walk every other day. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a great starting point and will always be good for you, but your body is capable of more and it needs it. The other common myth is the idea that 10,000 steps a day is enough for your health. Again, it's good for you. 10,000 steps is the equivalent of 5 miles or 8 kilometers, and that's a decent distance, especially if you do it all at once. So what's the problem? Well, if you're just starting back to fitness, there's no problem. That's awesome. In fact, you may even start with fewer steps and build from there. If your heart rate is up, you're doing it right. But remember the 10-minute minimum. Quite frankly, you'll have a tough time reaching 10,000 steps without at least one longer movement effort in your day. But it's also possible to accumulate a fairly high step count in dribs and drabs. 30 seconds here, 2 minutes there, all day long. And when you do that, your heart rate won't usually get high enough to benefit your health. Not all steps are created equal. Yes, moving at low intensity is always better than not moving at all. But if you want to make that one change in your fitness routine that will help you burn more calories, boost metabolism, improve your endurance, and build your strength, all of which contribute to better health, it's the quality of your steps that matter. It's the intensity of your efforts. Now, when I talk about intensity, I don't want you to think, oh man, I'm going to have to bust my butt every time I exercise and I'm going to hate it. That couldn't be further from the truth. I simply want you to push yourself just a bit for part of every movement effort and listen to your body. It knows what it needs. It will tell you when it wants more, even if the more makes you breathless. The problem is most of us don't want to push outside that comfort zone because it hurts. It feels like work. But your body is one smart, resilient piece of machinery, and amazing things happen when you challenge it. You'll likely have a couple voices that talk to you when you're exercising. Comfortable you and fitter you. Comfortable you claims to want to do well, but wants it to be easy, or rather wants it not to be difficult. Comfortable you is quite happy to make an effort as long as it's not too tough. It'll justify all activity as worthwhile. But my Fitbit said I did a good job. It prefers the comfort zone and will stay there forever if you let it. Don't let it. Fitter you wants to push the body to work harder, to run instead of walk, to run faster, to lift heavier weights, to climb the hill or take the stairs, to get uncomfortable outside that comfort zone even if it feels tough because it knows it'll make a difference. Here's why effort is so darn important. Every time you push beyond your comfort zone with exercise, your body has what I like to call a physiological hissy fit. If it could talk, here's what it would say to you. Well, that sucked. I don't like heavy breathing. My muscles are tired. I don't like working that hard. I'll get back at you by getting stronger. So next time you pull that stunt, it won't suck as much. So there. It's how the body works. Over time and with repeated intense efforts, muscle fibers tear down and build up stronger. Your blood vessels branch out deeper into and around the muscles for greater capillarization. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels that supply a working muscle with oxygen-rich blood and remove harmful carbon dioxide. More oxygen and less lactic acid means you can move faster and go longer before you feel fatigue. Your heart muscle also gets stronger, so it can pump more blood to the body per stroke, which contributes to a lower resting heart rate and lower blood pressure. Amazing adaptation. It can't happen without intensity. And remember, every time you push your body even a bit beyond its limits, it gets back at you by getting stronger. Hell of a payback. So, here are a few things to think about as you add intensity into your weekly cardio routine. First, it's not about your age. It's about giving your body what it needs. So whatever your age and fitness level right now, choose to push a little harder than you normally would. I'll say it again. If you're breathing heavy, you're doing it right. And intensity is the ultimate anti-aging solution. Number 2, there's a trade-off between intensity and duration. The more time you have, the more moderate your pace can be. If you're on a 6-hour hike in the mountains, you can take a somewhat leisurely pace and still get a great workout because you're moving for 6 hours. But as your available time for movement goes down, intensity needs to go up. Which brings me to number 3, short can be sweet. If you have no time to go to the gym or no time to do your usual long walk or run, take 10 minutes to walk fast, to run, to do jumping jacks, to do stair repeats, anything that gets your heart rate up. Push as hard as you're able. And if you want to read some cutting-edge information on the merits of the 1-minute workout, yes, I said 1 minute, go to my blog where I share a link to research from Dr. Martin Gabella at McMaster University. Fascinating stuff. And finally, add intervals to your lower intensity effort. I do this one all the time and it works. When you're out for your walk or striding on the elliptical at the gym or running slow and steady, pick 3 or 4 segments of your workout, say every 5 minutes, where you deliberately pick up the pace for at least 1 minute. Pick it up enough that the minute feels tough and you're damn happy to slow down at the end of it. Do that every time you do your cardio and see how much stronger you start to feel. Your body will tell you when 1 minute should become 2 or your overall walking or running pace should be increased. There's something so empowering about finishing your exercise and knowing you pushed yourself even just a bit. You are so much stronger than you know, and your body will rise to whatever challenge you give it. So give it. Now, if you have any questions or comments about this, please share them below or email me via worklifeenergy.com. And if you're looking for more personalized guidance via one-on-one coaching, you can find that information on my website too. Lots more to come on the topic of exercise. So until next time, I'm Michelle Cederberg, helping you transform your work and life one recharge at a time.